we have never tried making stained glass. So for our first attempt, we thought we'd get the cheapest stained glass kit we could find and compare it against the most expensive stained glass kit we could find. I mean,
it's impressive the amount of stuff. I've never been so overwhelmed by anything in our cheap versus expensive series.
I don't even know which one I want to try, but let's find out through a game of rock, paper, scissors.
Winner gets the more expensive?
Yeah.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yay! I got it again. I'm kind of nervous to do the big one.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for all your website needs.
This has all of the glass pieces pre-cut. I can only make this cactus.
How do you feel about that cactus?
I think it could be cute.
You sound convinced.
I also do worry about the quality of the components. How good is the copper foil? How good is the solder? And already, as is often the case with so many of these kits, something is missing.
Let me guess. I don't know.
How are we gonna melt this?
We need a soldering iron.
Yeah. So I think in the spirit of cheap versus expensive, I'm gonna try getting a soldering iron that we already have. This soldering iron is 40 watts. This right here can do 80 to 100 watts. But that's maybe why they give you such a narrow piece. I think we'll start with this, and if it completely is horrible,
We can borrow this one.
we'll borrow that one. All of the instructions are in French.
Allez votre faire assador.
We'll run this through translation software.
We just spent like 30 minutes Googling to see if we could find like an English translation. It was in the box still.
And I'm even more upset because on the back of the box, it warns you, soldering iron not included. But then in the instructions, after you've already bought it and opened it up, additional supplies needed, push pins, safety glasses, heat resistant board or cardboard,
I guess as an alternative.
pliers and clamps.
Necessary things were missing. Are you?
Bad!
But also,
You know, it's 30 bucks. It's 30 bucks.
30 bucks.
Alrighty, step one is to wash all of the pieces and then see how they line up with the template. Does look like a knife.
You're a raptor.
I think what we're seeing here is the greatest strength and weakness of this kit. Cutting and shaping the glass might be one of the harder and more time-consuming parts of stained glass making. And here,
in this kit, it's ready for you.
but I mean, look at this. There's a few areas where like things just don't fit together. You see up here, there's a big gap right here. Shape mismatches here and there. The kit gives you a nail file. I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't want to just like sand this in the air and breathe it in. I mean, we could try it and like wet this, put on our masks and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, should we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it working?
I don't see much progress. I'm gonna spend 5 minutes filing. Time lapse. I was able to take the tiniest amount of glass off, but look at the water right here. What color is the debris in there?
It's file dust.
I think that I did more damage to the nail file than I did to the actual glass. And I could see you using it in tiny areas if you were extremely dedicated and very stubborn.
I don't think you could. I think you would end up breaking the file based on the evidence.
Just get like a ton of these files. So I have decided to accept the imperfections and move on to foiling. Put it right in the center.
A lot of tedious work.
A lot of tedious work.
In stained glass. And we didn't even cut and file this one. Well, I mean, you did file a little bit. I don't want to discount your work.
Yeah, well, I might be recruiting you to help me foil all of this. So far, the foiling isn't hard.
I'd hope not, since that's just like taping the edges essentially.
It's fancy taping.
It's fancy taping. But yes, I'd love to help.
Yeah.
Want to pause?
Eau du fromage. What is eau du fromage?
Omelette du fromage.
Eau du fromage is...
I think it's like essence of cheese or something. If you need to take a break,
Yeah.
I can continue.
This is looking really pretty. Thank you for finishing it off for me. How's your neck?
It's good.
So at this point, we need to start assembling it on our heat-resistant board or cardboard. So we're gonna try to do it the DIY version. We have a piece of cardboard. We have some aluminum foil.
I mean, there you go, heat-resistant cardboard. So the next step shows pinning it.
Yeah.
And it shows about 200 push pins. We have 0 push pins. They were not included in the kit.
We do have push pins in the other kit. Do we dip in? Or do I just try to solder a few little joints and see how it goes?
The thing is, okay, if you try it and it messes up, what do you do?
The oopsie! I just realized we're missing one more thing. A soldering iron stand, which you should always have because you don't want to set this down.
Weren't you just soldering recently?
I just was very careful and I wasn't gonna mention that. Don't solder without a soldering stand. I did a little bit of research on this kit. I was trying to figure out what the heck this is. Most flux is either a liquid or a gel. This looks like coconut oil.
Yeah, it does.
And I figured out what it is. This is tallow. This is animal fat. This is animal fat.
Like lard?
It's kind of like lard. And interestingly, this is the least toxic of all fluxes. But it's also, some people like it and some people don't like it.
It's controversial.
It's controversial. Part 3, turn on your soldering iron, being careful to keep it in the stand provided. That's like subtly insulting, right?
Are they calling one of the items a stand? Are they like, use the lid from the flux as a stand?
There's no stand, like what?
I don't
There's a
understand.
There's a miscommunication between the writers and the makers of this kit. So for the very first time ever, I will be using animal fat as flux. Nice and covered so that it doesn't oxidize while I solder. If this is brand new, do I even need to clean this? Should I
Do you normally clean it? It didn't say to clean it.
You're supposed to clean it.
What if you didn't have this knowledge? Because like I don't have this knowledge and it doesn't say to clean it.
And just in case, I'm gonna get my soldering iron fume extractor. Let's see if this works, let's see if it works.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Okay, it is melting. Stick.
How can you tell if it's sticking?
It's sticking okay. Hey,
I don't know.
that's not too bad.
Satisfying. Oh, a little jelly blob. I'm really excited to try this.
It's pretty fun. It's like welding, but slower.
Yeah, welding, but chill. And
Yeah.
you can see things.
All of those tack welds were good practice. Now it's time for me to try to make an actual nice seam.
So now we're getting into like new territory for you.
Yep. Is that touching my ear?
Maybe. Sorry.
All right, not
looks pretty
bad.
good.
Not bad. It's not all the way thick and it's a little bit uneven, but I might be able to.
It behaves so oddly. It's really slippery and blobby. This looks better. Ooh, yeah.
Not enough at the end. Well, I'll just keep on practicing.
Practicing, but like on the real thing that we only have one of.
Now, like, do I want it this thick or do I want it thinner? I don't know. Is it partly just like style?
Good thing you're doing these practice ones.
Hey, the other side is the final side.
Is it?
Whichever side is better is the final side.
Those legs have somewhere to go. This stance.
I need to concentrate.
You know, we try so hard to be ergonomic in our office, and then we come out here and do this.
Look at that thick old glob. I don't want that. Oh no.
Can you like sand it down after?
No, not really.
This is tough.
This is tough.
I feel like the videos we've watched, people make it look really easy.
Yeah, like is it the soldering iron? Is it the solder? Or is it me? It can't be me, it's the kit. I think the main issue I have with this tallow, it has a pretty low melting temperature, it seems. Normally, it goes in like that into the joints. Watch this. It just instantly turns into liquid.
Yeah, and it's sliding around.
And then it just melts right through.
You might have to like
Do one area, do another area,
yeah,
and
like
then
bounce back and forth between areas, which is, you know.
I'm wondering, like, are we gonna have even enough solder? Or am I just doing real fat beads?
You could be dropping real fat beads. What?
Whoa, that's what I want. Look at that.
Okay, yeah, this one's definitely gonna be the back. That one looks great.
Yeah, this is the practice one. Oh yeah, that's so much better than everything else.
That's so much better.
I definitely want to like remove everything and just do it all again.
If you do that,
Oh
you definitely
my
won't have
gosh.
enough.
Oh,
But yeah, wow.
wow, what a difference. I'm gonna keep on practicing on this practice side. So, the practice side has been very interesting. You can see some of my worst work right here, some other worst work right there,
That might be worse.
and my best right there. It really doesn't look good. And I am okay admitting that. But you know, I think this side is really well soldered together so that we can flip it over and try again on the other side. I think, as the ones making the video, and as the owners of the cheap versus expensive concept,
Oh, we own that now.
I want to see what aspect of this kit was really holding me back. Was it the soldering iron? Was it the solder? Was it the flux?
So you want to use some materials
I
from
really
the...
want to use some better materials, please, man. This is it's so bad.
Okay, just mixing things all up this time.
Oh, wow. So the flux we just used has a whole bunch of caution and danger signs over it. Danger, 2 chemical warnings, contains zinc chloride, harmful in all ways, breathing, touching, it's all bad. But it works a lot better. This has lead in it. Lead is bad. I understand why the kit makers who are selling this at Michael's, a craft supply store, wouldn't want to use this more intense soldering paste and this more intense solder. But I think that they kind of shot themselves in the foot because this was so frustrating. I was so ready to throw in the towel and discouraged trying to use materials that just don't work that great.
Give us the danger.
Give us the danger. The kit does save you a lot of money. So I want to see if you spent the $8 to get the more intense flux, the $28 to get the better solder, what could you do using the glass? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah.
Using fancy supplies, even though you lost the rock, paper, scissors.
Woo.
Look at you go.
That's so easy and it looks good.
You're so fast. This is definitely the front.
That's so fast too. I understand the appeal of stained glass now. This is very fun and pleasant and what I was hoping for.
Much different from your earlier experience.
Wow. I did all of this, which I think is pretty good for someone who's just learning how to do stained glass soldering in a quarter of the time that it took to do this. This
It's
took
like
what?
9 days.
This took 10 minutes?
Is that?
This took like 2 hours of pain. Questioning myself if I'm even a good person?
Yeah. Sometimes things make you think you're a bad person.
Ah,
Look at that! Baby.
wow.
You did it.
Now, how secure is that on there? Because it's basically 2 things that are taped on.
I mean, doesn't tape just kind of holding this whole thing together? The solder is just like to make it look nice. But hey, you completed it.
That was a lot of fun. As soon as we started using some nicer materials, this was a lot of fun. I was really discouraged until that point, and I was
Yeah.
thinking that stained glass was a boo craft. But it turns out it's pretty great if
You
you
just have
use
to
the right
spend
things.
more money.
Yeah.
I have a confession. I can hold it in no longer. I cheated in rock, paper, scissors.
I feel betrayed.
Let me make it up to you, my love, by telling you about today's sponsor, Squarespace.
If you are looking to turn your hobby into a business or ramp up your online presence, Squarespace can help you build a professional website.
How can I trust you after everything you've put me through?
Just look at their beautiful templates and see for yourself.
Where else can you build a fantastic website and buy your domain all in one place? Where else can you launch an online shop that also allows you to set up in-store pickup?
I do also see that they have a video studio app to let you create professional videos easily, and that they allow you to set up member-gated areas for paid content like exclusive videos or newsletters.
Okay, I believe you, but how do I get started?
Just go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to pull the trigger, go to squarespace.com/Effin and Katelyn for 10% off your first purchase
Of a website or domain.
of a website or domain. It's time for the expensive kit, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little intimidated. This came with a lot of things.
We have a soldering iron stand, glass cutter, layout block system, quick crimp, copper foil, pipette for some reason, burnisher, band-aids, finishing compound, deflexor, ruler, lead cane, safety glasses, running pliers, braking pliers, heat-resistant work surface, tin and lead solder, flex paste, glass, and a glass grinder.
One of the biggest differences between going with a kit like this versus going with the kit that you tried is I get to create my own custom design with this kit.
Guess what she designed, people?
A loaf cat. I'm going to make a stained glass loaf cat, and I'm extremely excited about this.
Yeah.
Now, will I be able to do this? This is a lot of pieces. Some of them are very tiny. We actually laser cut them, so I have a little template.
This was like, it came with like a earth and ocean pack, so there's a lot of greens, a lot of blues, not really cat colors, but there were some browns.
And even though I would like this cat to be Jube, then it would just be, okay, so I went ahead and marked what color is gonna be what on my little cat
So
pieces.
organized.
Thank you. And like the grain of the glass, I think I'm gonna start with the biggest piece and like start laying these out. I'm a little worried that they won't fit.
If you cut it right here, it's gonna go all the way here. You can't
What?
like stop the break.
Oh, then I need to like strategize which piece I do first.
All right, we'll give you some time to rearrange.
Thank you. Evan's getting the kit safety glasses since I'm covered. Oh, they're adjustable.
Yeah, are you saying that I got a big face? 'Cause I do.
Sizable face.
Ready, number 13.
I'm a little nervous.
Do you want to do the tracing with the Posca?
Yep. I was just gonna use the thing as a straight edge, but this is smart. Ah! Can I lift it without smearing it? I can, with the help of blue tape.
Everyone in the video is just going to be saying how much we're overcomplicating this process.
I know. But look at that line.
That is very accurate and beautiful.
Thank you. Now I want to cut on the inside of that line. This is so nerve-wracking.
Side note, this kit didn't come with cutting fluid.
You're missing it. I started it. You're not supposed to stop. I went off. Oh no.
Oh, you weren't? You're not supposed to stop? You can't undo it. Once it's scored, and it will break along that no matter what. You know,
What do I do?
Just cut along the line and just do your best. Just send it, baby. Just go for it. I like that noise.
The ruler definitely shifted. Now I get to snap it.
Yep. Woo!
I did it. I definitely should have left myself a little bit more wiggle room, but you know.
You know, baby, this is the first one of these you've ever done, and I think that you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Okay, now that I've gotten the first one out of the way, the rest should be easy.
I'm just like imagining a little foreshadowing text come across the screen.
No, don't curse it. I like this part.
Nice. Oh, baby, look at that precision.
Look at that precision. I'm basically just like trying to avoid using the most expensive part of the kit. The part we paid a lot for.
Yeah, we have 18 more pieces to cut out. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Well, what I've learned after completing my first color is that I'm definitely gonna have to use the grinder. This is very difficult to get it accurate, especially on these little itty bitty pieces.
Start of the way through though.
Well, I've completed all of the cutting. Now it's time to use the grinder. And I'm a little bit nervous.
I think it's gonna be kind of fun and relaxing, or maybe not.
Or maybe not.
If you do grind too hard, it can like heat up the pieces and fracture them and yeah, lead to chips and stuff. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. This is a test piece.
It doesn't matter if anything,
No
whatever
pressure.
happens. No pressure.
Hold on.
Whee!
Ooh.
Juicy.
I don't know if I should just like hold it in one place.
It doesn't remove glass that fast.
It doesn't take off much. I'm also not putting too much pressure because I don't want to
Yeah.
slip. Okay, I'm pushing a little bit harder.
Nice. Looks like you're taking off more.
Yeah. Sorry, that we set up some blocks so it doesn't spray water everywhere. This really isn't that difficult.
No.
Okay, I think I'm ready to do the first real piece.
All right, let's do it. Let's do one of the worst offenders.
This is not my best work, and you know, we'll just see how much I can fix it.
Oh, it's looking so much better.
Yes. Wow.
Wow.
Big
that looks
difference.
So nice.
Might smooth it out just a bit more, but I'm feeling confident.
This is gonna take a lot longer than I thought though.
This is gonna take a really, really long
This is
time.
one edge of 18 pieces,
Each with 3 to 5 edges.
100 more edges to go.
It's done. The final piece.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is so precise.
Right?
Oh
It's
my
pretty dang
god.
good.
That's like flawless execution.
Thank you.
You're gonna have really even lines. I think this is one of the benefits of having the full thing done by yourself. You can be as perfectionist as you want.
And I was.
Was it a lot of work though?
I lost track of time. I'm not actually sure how long I've been in here. A few hours maybe? I don't know. Oh, don't touch anything. It's covered in glass dust.
Oh my gosh.
Look can you see my hands?
Oh yeah, I guess that's one of the downsides of doing it yourself.
I should shower. Okay, so next up is applying the copper foil tape. So we're kind of in familiar territory again. So this is very exciting
highly
content.
engaging content.
Good.
I can't see anything.
Look at my cat. Look at all it's the same thing you saw last time, but with copper tape. Before I actually try soldering on the cat, I have some test pieces I can solder because unlike Evan, I've never done this step before, and so I'm a little, I just want to make sure I can do it right.
Yeah, I soldered electronics, so I had some idea.
So like just a thin layer, I guess?
You know, if you apply too little, that's bad. I think if you apply too much, then it just burns off.
So it's okay to have a little extra.
I think so. Yes. It's like unwieldy, right?
It's a little unwieldy. Is it supposed to be sizzling?
Yeah, that's the flux. So that,
It was pretty good aside from if I hadn't stopped right there.
run this along one more time to even it out.
That made it worse. Do they hold it like to the side and then this one?
I don't know,
like
man.
this?
Should probably watch more videos on how to do this.
We watched some.
It's a lot to keep in mind.
Yeah. I need to like transfer my eyeballs like over here.
Yeah. I just go nice and slow. There aren't really any downsides of going slow that I know of.
Oh, big blob.
Still too much by the end.
Yeah.
All right, stop it now. Stop it now.
Hey, that
Yeah.
one's pretty good. Pretty dang
That
good.
looks really good. Yeah, but you could have stopped it even further because you still have that blob at the end.
Okay, I made some more test pieces because I'm not confident yet, and I really don't want to mess up my cat. Look at my pieces.
Wow! Wow, look at that last one. You really did it, baby.
Thank you.
You're a professional soldering lady now.
Thank you. I'm ready to get started.
Time to pin it in place?
Is there like a method?
No.
Like a strategy?
No, you just pin it.
I'm ready. Should I just flux everything?
That's what I did. Flex everything that's easily accessible. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, baby!
Look at that, pretty dang good.
Pretty dang good.
That's pretty good.
Really good. So how are you liking this, process so far?
I like it. It is a bit tedious, like every step. There's a lot of repetition, but I don't mind that. Do you think I should do this in one big long one?
Yeah, that'll be satisfying.
Okay, biggest one yet.
Looking beautiful. Yeah, heck yeah, baby. You are a professional.
Thank you. This was fun. I don't know if I should float off.
You can't.
This is one of those things that's it's very tedious, but it's very satisfying.
It's
this
rewarding.
part in particular
Yeah.
is incredibly satisfying.
And you're getting it even better now. This is even smoother than your first one.
Thank you.
It looks kind of bloody.
Like
Like you just performed surgery on it. All right, let's wash it off and do a final reveal.
I am so happy with how my loaf turned out. Look at my loaf. Observe my loaf. It's so good. It's so cute.
Praise the loaf.
Praise my loaf. Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
I think it turned out awesome, baby. Before we judge these two kits, I just want to say that I completely understand people who might take up stained glass as a hobby.
Stained glass is fun.
It was really fun. But now it's time for the judgment. If you were to recommend one, which would you recommend?
Oh, we thought differently. Well, okay. I have
caveats. I have caveats too.
Okay, I think it's not a bad investment of $30 just to see if you like it.
Yeah, now you will need to spend the upgrades, but like starting with the glass already pre-cut does save a ton of money because a lot of the money is in buying large sheets of glass.
Yeah, but I think like if you do this and you like it, then don't keep getting these. Go ahead and like get this because I feel like it's so fun to be able to do your own design.
Yeah, this was a better experience overall, but with the right forewarnedness, actually I can't even recommend this. Just like
wait, you're such a like 180. You were so convinced.
Scrap that. Find a local artist who might sell pre-cut glass and then buy your own stuff.
Find this thing. We're not going to do the research. You find it and do that. Don't do either of these. Great.
But overall, I really enjoyed this experience. I hope you enjoyed watching us struggle through it.
Yeah. Bye.